What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another 3 Bros Running video. In this video, I'm telling you just how much it costs us to put on a 5K, 10K race. Alright guys, so Willie and I have done a ton of different races. We probably ran 300, 400 races at this point of our lives. That's a ton of races all around the state and some in other countries as well. As runners ourselves, the only cost that you could think of really is probably like the cost of a shirt and the cost of a medal. And there's a lot of other costs as well, and that's what we found out during this race. And for this first race, we wanted to go all out. We wanted to have a premier race for everybody. That meant having nice medals, nice t-shirts, having, a nice finish line, a premier race course. All of that, we wanted to showcase what we can do. So we really didn't have a strict budget, but we didn't want to lose money either. So let's see if we did lose any money for this race. What did all this cost? So for the race, there are 4 different categories that we spent on the race. Number 1 is going to be miscellaneous costs. Number 2 is going to be advertising. Number 3 is going to be city and police costs. And number 4 finally is going to be the cost of the race itself. So let's go over the first category, and that's the miscellaneous items. So for the miscellaneous items, what is that? That's going to be some of the stuff that we spent for the race, like the food that we bought. We bought some food, we bought some stuff at Sam's, some candy, we bought some trash cans, some papers, all that kind of stuff. And we're just gonna round it up to about $500. That's what we spent. And whenever you think about the $500, so for our runners, we had about 330 runners for our race, and you have to divide that cost of 500 runners by 330. And so how much is that? That's about $1.50 per person for the race already. That's how much we're spending per person. And when I talked to other race directors, they told me that the average cost of a runner to us, it should be about $15 a runner. So we're already spending $1.50 per runner. Let's see how close we get to the $15 mark with the other categories. So the next category is going to be advertising. So advertising is super important. Like you guys saw, we did a lot of advertising, especially social media advertising, using YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. We put our videos everywhere. I thought we did a good job with that. We are reaching 15 to 20,000 people every 28 days on our Facebook page, and then on YouTube as well. We were reaching close to 20,000 impressions on our videos. So we did a lot of work in marketing ourselves, and that's a lot of sweat equity that we put in. You can't really put a price to that. And I'm telling you, we put a lot of work into that, doing videos. These videos that you're seeing right now, they seem like they take very short to do because they're like 4 to 5 or 10 minutes. They take a lot longer to edit, to shoot, to do all that. So there's a lot of sweat equity. But let's talk about our other advertising that we did. That's gonna be yard signs. So we paid for yard signs. This is also gonna include Facebook advertising. We didn't utilize that till the end because we really wanted to get more Orange people to sign up. So we did specific advertising to Orange. We also did flyers, so we paid for a lot of flyers as well. And again, those yard signs that you see, each of those yard signs cost us pretty much $12 to $15 each. So they're not that cheap, but I think that advertising really helped us to bring as many people as we did to our first time race. This was our first race in a small town in Orange during graduation in hot weather, and we were able to get 330 people. That's due mainly to what we did with our marketing, and I hope you guys saw that. So how much did all that cost? That cost us just about $1,200. So that's a good chunk of money. Again, if you divide that by 330 people, it's gonna be about $4 a runner for that. So we add that to our other costs. Right now we're about $6 a runner. That's before the big money items such as city and police and also the race costs. So the next cost that we're gonna go into is gonna be pretty much a good chunk of change, and that's gonna be city, police, and barricades. What we paid for that was just about $5,000 for police, barricades, and for us to use the venue that we had. We had a great venue of the Riverside Pavilion, so that was a great place. I really liked it, but in order to have that great venue, we had to pay the cost of that. And all those costs for venue, for police, and barricades, that's about $5,000. So with $5,000 divided by 330 people, that's already breaking into the cost of an average race that you put on. That's going to be $15.15 per runner that we're spending. You add that to the other costs, that's $6. So now we're spending 21 bucks per runner to put on our race. And that's before we get into our even bigger cost, and that's going to be the race cost. So the race cost is going to go in the cost of insurance, the cost of shirts. You guys saw that we had the great medals that we had. We had the medals over here. You see the Shannon's Run medal. That was a pretty expensive item as well. We had chip timing, we had DJs, age group awards, bandanas for the age group awards, and overall awards. That all is a big chunk of change, especially the t-shirts. The t-shirts were a pretty pricey item as well. And all of this right here cost us $8,000. And if you add that to the rest of the things, our total is going to be $14,000. And that total cost per runner for us for our 330 race is $42.42 per runner. So I know a lot of people signed up for the 5K early on. A lot of people signed up for the 10K early on. So we actually paid more per runner than y'all paid us to put on the race. And again, this is something that we did so that we could show the community what we can do. And now that we know the process of working with the cities, getting the shirt vendors, getting the medal vendors, getting all that, we can streamline everything down and hopefully make more of a profit than we did from Shannon's Run 5K, 10K, because we did not make a whole bunch of money, but this is our first race. And for first time race directors, we thought that it was a complete success. So we are really happy with what we put out for y'all to run. So hopefully y'all will come out and support our future races. We have other races that we are planning in Port Arthur, in Orange again, probably in Beaumont, and wherever else they'll let us put a race. Probably Lumberton, we want to talk to them. The Big Thicket, we want to go over there. So there's a lot of races that we're going to be putting on, and hopefully y'all will support us. And if you guys want to support us right now, you guys can buy a 3 Bros Running t-shirt. The links will be down there below. They are at a premium price because you are supporting us to bring a great race series here in Southeast Texas. We want to put premier racing for y'all, grow the running community here so that there are many runners. If there are 500 runners, it spreads the cost per runner for us so that it gets a little bit better for us on our end, but we want to do more. We're trying to streamline everything. This next race that we're going to have, we're going to streamline everything. And there are other options that we have. There are grants as well that we can apply for. And we'll talk about that in another video. Races are expensive, but the more runners that run our race, the more success that our race will be. And also, don't forget, those sponsors do help us out a lot. If we didn't have sponsors, if we didn't have Indiegogo, there is no way that we could throw this race right now and make a profit, because we did make a tiny bit of profit, but not a whole bunch. So, but we're happy with what we did, and we're so thankful that all y'all ran our race, Shannon's Run 5K, 10K. We're excited to bring a lot more 3 Bros Running racing events here to Southeast Texas. Make sure to check that out. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to us, support us here on YouTube, support us by buying a t-shirt, and I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. 3 Bros out.